Are you a small business development coach that serves less than 30 clients monthly? Would you like to grow your small business coaching to the next level? What if I told you that there is more demand for your business coaching services than you could possibly handle? Matter of fact, what if I showed you one simple system that would allow you to easily handle more clients, do so on autopilot, and get back more time in your life? Think about it. More clients means more money in less time than you currently spend. Well, if that makes sense to you, then pay very close attention. Let's post the ICF stats. Here you can see, according to the International Coaching Federation, there are approximately 54,000 coaches in the world. That's right, in the world. Now, of those 54,000 coaches, 33% of them operate in the United States. That's a total of 17,500 coaches in the US. So why is this number so important? It's important because this isn't the number of business coaches. It's actually the number of all coaches. That's right, all coaches. This includes life coaches, fitness coaches, gym coaches, basketball coaches, whatever coach you can think of. It's a part of this 17,500, which means the true number of small business development coaches like yourself is actually closer to 7,000. Now, I was completely blown away when I realized this. Most people would ask, so what's the big deal? The big deal is that there are 27 million small businesses in the United States that generate less than $250,000 a year. That's 27 million small businesses that need the help of small business development coaches so they can survive longer than 10 years. Without you or other small business development coaches like you, these businesses have a 76% chance of failing before they reach year 10. One of the biggest reasons they are failing is very clear. Once you do the math, let me show you. There are approximately 7,000 small business development coaches, right? They are attempting to provide their expert services to 27 million small businesses. In order for all of those businesses to be served, these 7,000 coaches would have to manage at least 3,857 clients monthly. So let me ask you, can you manage 3,000 clients right now? Can you manage 300 clients right now? I'll help you out. The answer isn't no. The answer is absolutely not. And we all know why, right? Because there isn't enough time in the day. Some of you are watching this right now, and you already have a great small business coaching practice. You already have a great service. You already have great clients. You may even have great marketing strategy that brings in clients in as you need them, but you still only have a limited amount of time to manage all of these clients. So no matter how many clients you're able to attract right now, you are limited to how many you can actually work with right now. Okay? So my name is Carlton Hoskins, and I'm the founder of I Do Systems and the creator of Pillar 5. If you're a small business development coach, I'm talking to you. And if you're a small business development coach who really wants to grow your practice, meaning servicing more clients and generating more money, but you can't figure out how to handle more clients, then understand, we designed Pillar 5 with you in mind. If you want to succeed and multiply your small business coaching, then pay very, very close attention. Many small business coaches suffer from the idea that managing multiple clients is really hard. Now, when I first started coaching over 20 years ago, it was really hard because there was never enough time in a day to really manage as many clients as I wanted to, and technology wasn't around. So I was stuck with a limited amount of income, not because I was lazy or I didn't have a book or a list of clients in my Rolodex asking for help. No, time simply wouldn't allow me to manage more. And so I knew firsthand that this one big issue I faced as a coach didn't just impact me, but all small business coaches. Again, it was never that I couldn't attract more clients. I met potential clients all the time, just like you do, whether I was out networking or from referrals or whatever. But the truth still remained. I couldn't take on more clients. So let me ask, do you face this same issue? Here's another thing I had to consider, that some clients required more attention than other clients. So even if I tried to take on more clients, it wouldn't work because then the quality of my service would suffer. And that's one thing as a small business development coach we cannot afford. We have to make sure that we give the best service to our clients at all times. So just like you, I found it impossible to manage more than 12 clients at a time. I mean, think about it. Can you manage 30 clients right now? Many coaches believe, as I did, that managing 30, 40 clients without hiring staff is next to impossible unless you have a team or you're running a small business coaching firm, right? The fact of the matter is nothing could be further from the truth. And if you're a small business development coach who really wants to grow your coaching business, then this is exactly what you're looking for. Like I said, I faced the very same things many, many years ago. And I'd like to introduce you to Pillar 5. Pillar 5 is an automated business development software created for business coaches to help them manage more clients on autopilot and in the process, help those clients build a sustainable business. This system, which took us over 4.5 years to build, excels at automating the client development process in your coaching business. So you can handle more clients in less time without losing the quality of your service and the personalization. One of the many things that Pillar 5 does when your potential existing clients access it is provide them with a sustainability assessment of their business. Now, what does that mean? Pillar 5 will objectively identify their business lifecycle stage by asking some objective questions. The immediate benefit for you as a small business coach is that you'll know the exact lifecycle stage of your client or your potential client's business. Now, knowing the lifecycle stage of a business is hands down one of the most important aspects of identifying your ideal client and working with them effectively so you can help them achieve their goal. Whether you choose to work with your clients who pay you $10,000 a month, $1,000 a month, a couple $100 a month, you must first know and understand the life cycle stage of that client's business. It's a must. Let's say I wanted to work with a $100,000 client. It's fair to say that I would be dealing with a client that is not in the seed stage, but rather a business that's more in the expansion stage or the growth stage or higher. But if I wanted to deal with, say, 30 or 40 startup businesses, then that means I need to look for businesses in the startup stage or the seed stage. And the truth is, there are far more businesses in this stage than there are in any other stage. In fact, 86% of businesses in the United States fall within these two stages. It's very simple. If you don't know where they are in business, you really don't know if you're qualified to provide the services they need. Why do I say that? It's because if you don't know the life cycle stage their business is in, then you have to absolutely guess with no clue as to what action steps they've missed and which steps they need to take next. You're flying blind. Without the use of technology and some fancy formulas, it is time consuming to figure out where a business is at any moment in time. In many cases, you'll find yourself using subjective, customized questionnaires and asking questions that honestly don't identify which life cycle stage the business is in. So you can't objectively determine the business's needs. For years, I've used subjective assessments. I know the downfall of them. But the truth is, it's like asking a 2-year-old, how do you feel? No matter how that 2-year-old answers, it won't give you a clear picture. This means that you have to spend more time having to figure out the real issue because they're answering with their feelings. That is not an objective assessment, unfortunately. That's exactly how small business owners respond to coaches when we ask them, where is your business? What do you need help with? I don't have to tell you this. If you've been coaching for any time at all, you know the first thing that comes out of a client's mouth is, I need more sales. I need more money, right? But there are so many components that need to be in place in order to improve their sales, or on the other side of that equation, reduce their expenses. Inside of Pillar 5, you'll find that we've taken all of the high-level tasks, what we call building blocks, required to build a sustainable business, and the system lays them out in the correct sequence based on the life cycle stage. So regardless of the business type, how long a business has been in existence, and how much money a business generates, first of all, none of which makes a business sustainable or determines its life cycle stage. Small businesses still must work on the correct building blocks in the right sequence or in the right time. The best way to do this is by using automation wherever possible, meaning you can convert many clients' interactions to Autopilot. The benefit of this technology is that it allows clients to work themselves through the system. Your clients will love it because they're all self-motivated, competitive, risk takers who really don't care to have a business coach. They're entrepreneurs. Number one, they think they are too expensive. right? They think coaches are too expensive. Number two, they feel like they're giving away money for answers they believe they can actually figure out on their own. But the truth is, your expertise, your insight, your experience, and your intellectual property can't be found on YouTube. And if it is scattered into a million different pieces. What you can provide is so much more than they will find on YouTube. Let me clarify it a bit. They can find the content on the internet, but it would take them a long time to find it, and by then, they're out of business. Now, I'm sure there's someone out there listening to this saying, Carlton, you're wrong. Okay, then answer this. If the internet provides all of the answers to building a sustainable business, why has the failure rate of businesses not changed since 1990? Now, our building blocks are not the end all be all. They are the macro tasks of the high level tasks that each business needs to address in the development process. As a small business coach, this is actually where your business thrives, where you currently spend all of your time with clients, and obviously what you do to get paid. You generate income from clients by breaking down high-level tasks to bite-sized, customizable, and consumable pieces. This is what we call journey mapping. Journey mappers provide their clients with the tasks they need to complete in order to reach their goal of being sustainable and successful. Big businesses already understand this. That is why they have business development managers employed in their organization. This is the difference between Starbucks and the local coffee shop. Some coffee shops have better tasting coffee or even a better atmosphere, but they are lacking a business development manager. It's understood that many small businesses just can't afford to put a business development manager on their payroll. Many small businesses only have one employee, themselves. And this is why small business development coaches are in high demand. Now, another thing that Pillar 5 helps you to do is leverage your intellectual property by creating custom content, which allows you to do specifically for your clients. I remember when I was dealing with a client who was starting a dating app. As I was going through the business development process, providing them with the necessary tasks to focus on, I found that I was repeating myself over and over again. For instance, let's just say setting up a business bank account. I explained how to set up a bank account and when to set up the account. No need to set up an account if they haven't even proven that the market wants what they're offering, right? I mean, why set up a bank account for business to sell fur coats to people living in Jamaica? Anyway, a day later, while on a consultation call with another client who happened to be a homeopathic doctor looking to start their own practice, I found myself again repeating that same banking conversation. That's when it hit me. Boom. What if I can just record me explaining how to set up a business bank account and when? At that time, I didn't know it, but what I was asking myself, what if I can automate my intellectual property? What if I can create the steps customized to my consulting practice specifically for my clients? The idea became very clear as I thought about it. My clients would go through a checklist of tasks required to build a sustainable business. They would access instructions, training, knowledge, expertise that I can provide right there on the checklist, all at their fingertips. In Pillar 5, we've already spent over 4.5 years developing and programming this very idea. We even went a step further and added the core building blocks for developing a sustainable business into the system. So now you can load your Reese's, what I call cloning yourself, next to each action step. So when your clients go through the business development process in Pillar 5 and land on an incomplete task, your video and your content is right there. It's you. It's personalization. You're the one providing your content right there. You create and customize your content to explain to your clients how to do the task, not our way, but your way, the way you want them to do it. Whether it's a video, an audio, an interview, a PDF, some sort of worksheet, access to your workshop or boot camp, whether it's a link to join your masterclass or whatever you want to put there for your clients. Whatever content you don't want to repeat anymore, you put it there. That's your resource. That's your intellectual property. So whatever you put there to help automate your process is completely up to you. You can even put content that belongs to one of your associates or some other expert. It's truly up to you. The reason I love this feature so much is because once you put your resources up, then you can instantly stop repeating yourself over and over again to clients. This allows you to save time. And with more time, you can now take on more clients. Does that make sense? Would this help your coaching business? Do you think it would allow you to manage more clients? So if you don't have to repeat conversations, that means you have more time, right? Remember, the one big thing holding most small business development coaches back is time. Imagine if you can save that much more time. What would you do with more time? The way I look at it, the more time you have, the more clients you can manage. The more clients you can manage, the more revenue you can generate. Really simple. I believe that small business development coaches have been left out when it comes to sophisticated and affordable systems that use AI and automation. And that is why we built Pillar 5 for you, the small business development coaches who want to work with clients long term. It's not your fault that you couldn't handle more clients. There were no available systems created specifically for you to automate the process. I'm not saying that technology didn't exist, but I imagine you didn't want to spend almost 5 years building such a software. You didn't have a team of programmers and experts willing to put in the time and energy. And there sure isn't any other tool that you know of that does this. If so, you'd already have it. But it's okay. We've built it. And now there's no excuse to not grow your coaching business and help your share of over 3,000 clients that desperately need you. You see, my team and I want to make sure that small businesses survive. We want to do all we can so 20% of businesses don't have to fail in the first year, that 50% of businesses stop failing by year 5, and be part of the solution that helps more than 24% of small businesses make it past 10 years. Can you imagine the economic impact if more than 86% of small businesses generated more than $250,000 a year and survived more than 10 years? Think about it. Right now, small businesses make up 99% of the US market. Right now, 27 million small businesses generate $250,000 or less. How would it impact your community, your state, and the national economy if those 27 million businesses earned more than $250,000? Do you think that would improve the business owner's life? What about your life? So, I got to be honest, selfishly, and I understand this is selfish of us, but small businesses, we need business development coaches like you to grow your practice and help them achieve sustainability. We know that in order to change the death rate of small businesses in the United States, these businesses need the help of small business development coaches just like you. That is the only way they will last. The majority of small businesses will be able to be sustainable with you. Right now, the highest percentage of business coaches average between 4 and 12 clients. Now, this isn't small business development coaches, but I'm confident that those numbers may be true for small business development coaches as well. So, if you're a small business development coach and you have 12 or less clients, I'm literally speaking to you. With Pillar 5, you can easily 3x your practice because our automation allows you to manage on Autopilot 30 plus clients. It's not magic, it's technology. You can literally use the software to manage as many clients as you need to manage. So just think about how much money you generate today. Think about what you'll generate if you 3x that amount or 10x that amount of clients. Here's an example. Let's just say you have 4 clients. You charge them $200 a month. Now, this is a very modest number, but we'll just say this is what you charge. You would generate $800 a month. Now, if you 3x that number, you'd be managing 12 clients, right? And generating just over $2,000 a month. One more big thing. The big difference is that you'd be managing 12 clients on Autopilot rather than managing 4 clients through constant meetings, phone calls, Starbucks outings, and everything else the manual process of business coaching entails. You see, Pillar 5 is truly the one system you need to automate your existing client development process, allowing you to manage more clients and do so in even less time than you did yesterday. Now, if you aren't interested in generating more money, then obviously this isn't for you. Let's change gears for a moment and talk about what actually happens inside of Pillar 5. First, your clients will be required to turn over every stone in the business development process. while following your journey map. No more jumping over pieces because they don't think it's relevant for their business. They literally walk through the sequence of building blocks all the way through each and every life cycle stage, guided by you and Pillar 5. In doing so, your clients grow their business because of your help, all because you provided them access to an automated system filled with your expertise and through your journey map. Okay, this leads me into the next thing that Pillar 5 makes simple, and that's to differentiate yourself from all other small business development coaches. I think by what I just explained to you clearly illustrates how you would do that. You can literally stand out from the crowd, whether you hold some sort of business degree or not. One of the things I remember is going into networking events and watching other business coaches and consultants hand out swag bags filled with gifts and certificates and koozies and all this other nonsense. Not me. You know what I did? I walked in and I gave away free sustainability diagnostics to help business owners find out what life cycle stage they were in and provide them the exact action step they needed to take next in their business. That diagnostic cost me $1. Now, if you buy 50 to 99 koozies with your logo on it, they would cost you 99 cents each. Pens with your logo on it would cost you around 59 cents each for any quantity. But when you think about it, what is the value of that item to your potential client? Do you really think they're going to sign up for your services because you gave them a pen or a koozie or a hat? Let me ask it differently. If a bank gave you a koozie or a pen, would you change your current bank and sign up with this new bank because they gave you a pen? If that is the case, I'll stop handing out diagnostics and start giving away pens. Providing a diagnostics is actually providing a service. More importantly, it's a free service to your potential client. So for me, when I attend events, I was focused on my potential clients' needs. So I simply gave them a link to their assessment. By the end of the event, they're able to complete a diagnostic, which takes less than 15 minutes, and know their business sustainability level. Before I can walk out of the event, their potential clients are already talking to me, asking about their business issues and their business lifecycle stage. I remember one time at the end of the event, the event coordinator asked me, "How can I be in this stage, Carl? My business has been around for 10 years and I generate over $1 million annually." And I simply explained to them that revenue in years in business doesn't determine the life cycle stage. You see, what was really happening was I was having an actual coaching conversation versus an icebreaker that leads to, let's do coffee and more time spent trying to figure out if they are a client for me. Well, the only things running through that business owner's mind is, do I like this person? Do I trust this person? And what can this person do for my business? So while other business coaches and consultants are still trying to warm up the lead, I've warmed up, gained their trust, and booked them. That lead would already be sitting inside of your own database in Pillar 5 by the time you jumped in the car or checked your email, whichever you did. Pillar 5 is your own private client database. Get all your lead information within 15 minutes, meaning that's the longest it can take a client to complete the sustainability assessment and profile, which includes all of the contact information, revenue information, the calculated life cycle stage they're in, and exactly which action steps they need to take next. Look, you don't have to do anything but send them an email with the link, or better yet, just hand them the link or post it on your site or enter their email address into your client invitation list and hit send, which is way faster than you can send a text that says, "This is my phone number, let's connect." When you get back to your office or you go back into the Pillar 5 system, you're literally going to be able to see every one of those clients that filled in the diagnostic. You're going to know what life cycle stages they're in, what percentage of work they need to do, and what their next action step is. And if you use the custom questionnaire feature inside of Pillar 5, you can actually create a custom question. So if you prefer to deal with, say, veteran businesses or women-owned businesses or whatever specific identifier you like to use for your ideal client, then create a question that helps you to quickly identify and filter out your ideal clients. They're all your own leads now, right? You may decide that none of these clients are what you're looking for, or all these clients are ideal, or pull, sort, sort out the ones that you want to work with, right? And now check this out. I'm about to give you a way where one of the greatest secrets, if you really want to be a rock star at small business development coaches, you take the client leads that don't fit your ideal client criteria and refer them to other business coaches. Maybe because they're in a life cycle stage that you don't prefer to work with, whatever that is. If they don't fit your model, you have a coaches network. You know consultants, you know accounting, you know attorneys, and others who are looking for clients, right? You do. Okay, I think I've just kind of spelled it out for you. You can take those unfit clients and call up that coach and say, hey, listen, I have this client that came through, here's where they are. They're in this life cycle stage. They need this action step. The truth is the coach you're talking to probably has no clue what you're talking about in regards to life cycle stages and building blocks. I mean, unless they've used Pillar 5. But at the end of the day, you just want to know if they're interested in picking up some more clients, because you have more than you can handle, or the client just doesn't fit your criteria. Can you imagine saying that right now? Most business coaches are looking for any client that they can get. The bad thing about getting every client is it's like throwing spaghetti against the wall. But in reality, if you only keep what sticks, you inevitably end up with clients who are not your ideal clients. Either they can't afford your services, or they're not diligent enough to do the work with you. It can be that they don't match your work ethics. They don't match your work efforts. Their personalities don't fit. Small business development coaching is more than just tell me what you need and I'll answer your question for a fee. Alexa can answer any question I ask without a fee, right? So anyway, that's how you differentiate yourself from all other small business development coaches. Now, I just gave myself a segue into the next thing that Pillar 5 makes very simple, and that's identifying your ideal client without having to do a discovery call and in much less time. Again, you shoot them an email. I don't even have to explain that anymore. You just plug in their email address and hit send. You don't have to type the email. It's already pre-typed, preloaded into Pillar 5. You send it, it says something along the line of, welcome to Pillar 5, Coach so-and-so has offered you an opportunity to take a free business sustainability diagnostic. They follow the link, go into your diagnostic area, complete the diagnostic, and then they can print their sustainability report. And then if they're really interested in taking the next step, even before you've had a chance to view their results, they can click a button to request access to become your client on the dashboard. What they're saying is, hey, I want to be your client. From there, you pick up the phone and call them or have them schedule a call. But you'll have so much more information about them. You would have literally jumped 85% of the way through the onboarding process. The best part of it all is that you didn't have to do any work. Your potential client did the work. And here's what I found. If they aren't willing to do a 15-minute diagnostic, they're probably not going to do anything else you advise them to do once they hire you. I get super excited when I talk about this. Now, one more thing that Pillar 5 does to help grow your coaching business. And I'm really not here to tell you every component of it. Honestly, it would take me hours to do that. But I do want to point out, because it is important, is that it helps you to keep your clients for the long term and positions you as their go-to for everything business. Think about it. Think about this for a second. If your clients are moving along their journey map, right, to build a sustainable business, and they're going through these building blocks, unless they decide they do not want to be in business anymore, they're going to continually need your help because there's more blocks coming and they can see them. There's no mystery, right? And in Pillar 5, it shows them the blocks that are coming. So they know there's work coming. It's not a one and done, right? There are 115 building blocks. You, as the coach, you take those 115 building blocks, you break that building block down into bite-sized tasks, could be 1, could be 10, and provide your resources for your clients to complete the tasks. The reason this is so important is because when you task your clients to write a one-page business plan, the truth is they may have never written a business plan before. So by you giving them the instructions and the how-to, for instance, researching their market and determining their target market, you are actually creating the journey map for them to reach their goal and for them to build a sustainable business. All of this needs 100 and building blocks need to be broken down. But again, this is where you generate your revenue. This is where automating your coaching service using the resource component I spoke about earlier makes so much sense. Because once you break down each building block, you don't have to do it again. You never have to repeat yourself, ever. The one superpower Pillar 5 has that greatly benefits you as a small business development coach is its ability to help you expand your business. And that's because everything that I'm telling you is all automated. Once you allow your clients into your system, the only time they'll need to talk to you is if they don't understand your resource or need you to actually do the task for them. Otherwise, they're do-it-yourselfer. They're self-motivated. That's why they became entrepreneurs in the first place. And so as they're journeying toward a sustainable business, anytime they need something that they don't have, you become the go-to. You become their superhero. But the truth is they are the superhero, right? You want them to be Batman. You want them to conquer the market. You want them to get the sales. You want to be the silent person behind the scene who's helping them build this better Gotham, if you will, right? Okay. So what is the one big thing that comes out of this? You'll never have to worry about time again, at least not when you're dealing with small business owners anyway. We know the coffee shops are not really up and running like they used to be because of the COVID, right? And those shops that are open have to deal with capacity limitations and some patriots not wanting to go out. And then, of course, those who don't want to wear a mask, right? There's just so much going on right now. One thing for sure, we all see the news and hear about businesses that won't survive, when in fact, there has been a business failure epidemic since 1990. According to the Department of Labor, for the past 30 years, only 24% of businesses survived the first 10 years. This new health pandemic has just caused more disruption in the marketplace. But the truth is, business owners have been failing for a long time, and it's because they're not using the support of small business development coaches. But there's not enough small business development coaches. Part of this is because they are fearful of business coaches. Number one, they don't know the difference between a business coach and a business consultant. Number two, they are afraid of paying for an expert they can't afford. Number three, they don't understand or believe that business coaches will help them achieve their goals. Now, if you can automate the business development process, you don't have to worry about hours. You can charge a flat rate if you wanted to. You can literally just multiply your clients using Pillar 5. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't it be cool that when your clients need help doing a task, they can immediately access your expertise through automated content, whether it's 3 p.m. on a Sunday or 3 a.m. on a Friday? Would it help you to have your automated content explain everything that you would actually or typically explain on a consultation call or a 2-hour class? Think about it. They would be able to watch the whole 2-hour class right there on that subject, right when it pops up. They can view it as many times as they like. And if they want to ask questions, they know how to reach you. In the meantime, most business owners are going to go there and figure it out. Once they figure it out, they're going to mark the task complete. Of course, you can make sure it's actually completed, but you didn't have to get up. You didn't have to drive to the coffee shop. You didn't have to get on a Zoom. You didn't have to connect to the internet. You didn't have to do anything. The truth is, your clients will do the work if they truly want to build a sustainable business. Many business owners are sincere about building a sustainable business way before a business development coach walks into their world, right? They just don't know how. You're showing them the how. And that's where your value is. That's how you multiply your business. Okay, so now that time is no longer a worry for you. That's if you're using Pillar 5, of course, which also means you're not stuck feeling like without more time, your number of clients are limited. You are no longer limited to the amount of revenue your coaching practice is able to generate. With time no longer a major factor, you can now grow your small business coaching services however much you want to. You don't need to take any special classes. You no longer need to turn clients away. You just need to automate the process. Technology was created for a reason, but it hasn't been deployed in coaching in the ways or to the degrees that specifically help coaches grow their business. And that's exactly why we built Pillar 5. Best of all, you'll start seeing results with Pillar 5 almost immediately. Now, because of the current health and economic crisis, we put together an amazing offer. And we're really big on this because we want to see business coaches help more small businesses survive. Okay? Hold on for just a second, because this really hits me. Since 1990, 76% of businesses that start up, 76% of them, that's more than 3/4 of them, never see year 10. They don't make it. Either they get bought out, they change their name, they get sold, they die, or whatever the case is. They don't make it to year 10. They don't make it to year 10. That's horrible. I think about that when I think about children. I think, what if I had 4 children and only 24% of them lived to the age of 10 and older? That means 3 of them would never make it. Think about that. I think about that in business, that businesses are failing. It's not just because of this new health pandemic. It was way before. But now that the pandemic is in place, it's even harder felt. Now, is your time as a small business development coach to really step up? Now is the time to step up and not only fix what's going on today, but fix what's been going on for the last 30 years. This is how we can all give back. This is how we help. And because of this, this is why we are offering for a limited time, lifetime access to Pillar 5 for a one-time payment. Now, most people go, okay, Carl, you're going to charge me an exuberant amount to make up the difference, right? Well, let me tell you what we actually did. We have an annual pricing model, meaning typically to gain access to Pillar 5, you would have to pay for an annual subscription. What we've done is we've took the annual price and we've cut it almost 50%. So we've made this new price a one-time payment price for lifetime access to Pillar 5. This is not a watered down version of Pillar 5. No, you'll get all access to all the features built inside the package, whichever package you pick. Right now, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but right now you can get that one-time payment, lifetime pricing, and you'll never have to pay for the rest of your life. This is how we're giving back. This is how we're helping small business development coaches like you that service the demand in the market. When we look at small business development coaches, we see them as business doctors. And their patients are the 27 million small businesses out there that are generating less than $250,000 a year. Businesses are literally children, right? They're like little children. Entrepreneurs, including myself, always refer to their business as their baby, right? That's my baby. I can't let my baby fail. And that's how we see them as well. We see them as your clients' children. So we're providing you with the heart monitors and the x-ray systems and all of the surgery tools in one user-friendly system. All you have to do is give them access. They come into the tool and they can literally, on their own, go through an automated platform, build their sustainable business. And then as they need you, they reach out to you. In the meantime, they're still paying you because you're providing your intellectual property. You're providing your resources, your expertise, your guidance, your experience to them throughout the entire journey. And if you're truly a small business development coach who cares about the legacy of the small business owners and not just how much money can you make off of clients, then Pillar 5 is for you. If you only care about making money off of clients and don't really care if their business survives or fails, then I really don't care how much money you have. I don't want you to buy Pillar 5 because you're not the type of small business development coach we're looking to help. In fact, if you don't care about your client's business, then you are part of a problem. Okay, will you make money as a business coach? Absolutely. Do you have to change your coaching business? Not at all. Just implement automation. Should you still charge the same amount that you charge today? Well, some coaches using Pillar 5 actually charge more now, but you don't have to change your pricing at all. And if you do, that is completely up to you. We are not controlling your business. Our culture is that we care about business owners. We call it I Care because we care about the coaches. We care about the small business owners. And if we didn't, I wouldn't have committed over 4.5 years of my life building Pillar 5. We want to build a better economy in the U.S. Just think about it. 99% of businesses in the United States are considered small businesses, and 76% of them never make it to year 10. and 84% of them generate less than $250,000 a year. You can fix that just by coaching more small businesses. Now, I'm not saying you haven't used everything that you have or tried every tool possible. We've just made it a lot easier. I know there's going to be a few of you on here that are directors of the business support organizations like the Chamber of Commerce or the Better Business Bureau, the SBA or the SBDC or SCORE. Yes, this tool can be used for you as well. Now, I'll do a different video and I'll talk directly to you, but it's very easy for you to acquire this tool, just buy it, and give access to all your members and quickly add amazing value to your existing services, no matter what you charge. It's really simple. So again, if you're a small business development coach who wants to manage more clients, understand this. Due to COVID-19, more businesses now, more than ever, need your help and they need it fast. With approximately 7,000 small business development coaches in the US and 27 million small businesses in need, small business coaches have to manage over 3,000 clients monthly just to satisfy the current market demand. Okay, so now you know we're offering a limited lifetime offer, right? Lifetime access, one-time payment for a system that makes it super simple to automate and manage more small business clients. To make sure you have everything you need to grow your coaching business and help more small businesses survive, we've added over $12,000 in bonuses to the subscription with the lifetime deal. We're not crazy. We simply understand that to achieve our mission of reducing the small business death rate, coaches like yourself need to help more clients achieve sustainability, right? The only way we can possibly achieve that mission is through you, the small business development doctors, right? So if we want to make sure if you have everything needed to support your use of Pillar 5. Now, while working with your clients. So that's why we've thrown in tons of bonuses worth over $12,000. I want to tell you about some of these bonuses, by the way. But if you're ready to get started with Pillar 5 and don't want to hear about all the bonuses, you can scroll down and purchase the package that best fits your coaching needs. Of course, we've listed the bonuses below so you can read them on this page if you don't want to hear me. Okay. For those of you who are still with me, I'm going to fly through this really quick so you understand the value of what we're giving away. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. Number one, we're going to give you our original business lifecycle stage discovery template. This is worth well over $8,000. This is actually the original algorithm we used when we first began developing Pillar 5 to identify the lifecycle stage. Our algorithm has been modified over the past few years, of course, but I still use this template in classes and when I want to identify a client's lifecycle stage without turning on my computer. You can literally do this by hand and have an answer in less than 15 minutes. How cool is that? You can use this template and really become the superstar of the show. Anywhere you go, you can start talking about discovering the lifecycle stage. I've been on a plane speaking to business owners and actually tell them which lifecycle stage their business is in. It's a powerful thing, especially when they tell you about all the experts they have in their business or under contract. And then they say that none of these experts ever told them what stage they were in. And again, that's an empowering feeling to say the least. Just imagine, you can identify any business's lifecycle stage, whether the business makes $500 billion or that business makes $5. You'll be able to identify the lifecycle stage of that business using this discovery template that we're going to give you in just minutes. As I said, this discovery template was used originally to develop the backbone of our system. So we're essentially giving you the backbone of our first system, which is why this is easily worth over $8,000. Now, before you decide to run off and drop over $1 million into development of your own product, I must tell you that this template is not quite the entire secret sauce to everything we have, but you get the point. You can use this template in presentations and lectures, etc., to quickly determine a life cycle stage of any business without ever logging into Pillar 5. After all, sometimes the internet just isn't accessible, and that's why we're making it available to you. Okay, number 2, you're going to get our 5 sacred pillars to building a sustainable business white paper. In this white paper, we break down the 5 pillars to building a sustainable business. The 5 pillars to building a sustainable business are infrastructure, management, marketing, finance, and credit. These are the 5 pillars of a business, the foundational pieces in which all other development requirements stem from. Now, by understanding these pillars, it provides you with an overwhelming advantage to see where your clients or any business needs help really fast. It took my team and I over 72,000 hours of research to compile this white paper. This white paper provides you with the insight that allows you to educate your clients, teach an audience. I've even hosted a networking event, bringing in experts for each pillar and have them help business owners in that room solve a pain point. It's packed with so much information that you will not be disappointed. Now, that's a value of $300 easily, but I tell you, 72,000 hours of research, writing, and editing cost us far more than $300. As you can imagine, this is our proprietary work, our sacred content. So no, you won't find this on a book on the store and Amazon. Once you understand these 5 pillars of a sustainable business, you'll better understand what and why big businesses, the sustainable ones like Starbucks, your McDonald's, your Kroger's, your Walmart's, why they focus their attention on these pillars. And what's the difference between the mom and pop coffee shop and what's holding them back from being the next Starbucks? Why are they focused on different areas? Right? Good question. Okay. Number 3, you'll get our Journey Mappers Masterclass keynotes. So I earlier told you that you're going to get our Journey Mappers Masterclass video, but we're not doing the video anymore. I'm going to give you my personal keynotes. I'm going to give you the notes that I spoke from. So if you want to go out and replicate the masterclass and charge people to attend your class, you can. Once you get your hands on these keynotes, you'll be able to host a class, a training, a boot camp on journey mapping with ease. You won't have to spend the long, grueling hours like I did, putting together talking points, the visuals, the outlines that, we give you everything I use to host the Journey Mappers class. Now, though we only put a $300 value on the keynotes, if you ever had to write keynotes, as a coach who makes $300 an hour, it takes way more than an hour to put this content together. In fact, I spent over a week perfecting my keynotes. I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, but as you can see, number 4, you'll get our white paper on the 5 life cycle stages of a business. Now, everyone has these different models of business life cycle stage. I've heard people talk about 7 life cycle stages, 9 life cycle stages, 10 life cycle stages. All of those life cycle stages are just theory with no practical application. We uncover life cycle stages from a practical application use versus theory. This paper actually provides more clarity to business owners than any other document I've ever provided to them. If a business owner doesn't understand where they are in business life cycle stages, it is next to impossible for them to survive. You'll be able to give them information to make them aware. Again, this is part of keeping them for a long term, right? Keep your clients longer. You educate them. They rely on you. Don't take our word for it. According to the Department of Labor, you could probably quote this because I've said it 100 times now, 76% of businesses die before they make it to year 10. We believe that once a business owner and their experts understand these 5 stages, the path to sustainability becomes so much easier. Now, if it is hard to get where you're going, it is even harder if you don't know where you are. And that specifically applies to business owner. So this white paper, that's a value of $97. Number 5, last but not least, you've heard me talk about AIM, which stands for Attract, Identify, and Manage. We're going to give you our AIM template. It's our breakthrough method that takes the pain out of automating a coaching business. So you can take on more clients, make more money, and spend less time doing it. Now, this template will help in identifying which tasks to automate, which ones are better left to manual processes. So this is going to help you improve every aspect of your coaching business, not just the client development process. You'll be able to use this template to break out your entire coaching process into a spreadsheet and then determine where to apply automation. This is going to make your life so much easier. We could easily sell this template alone for over $200, but we're giving you this as a bonus just for buying Pillar 5. So let's recap. You're going to get our business lifecycle stage discovery template we originally used to develop Pillar 5, the 5 sacred pillars to building a sustainable business, my personal Journey Mappers Masterclass keynotes, the 5 lifecycle stages defined, and our AIM template. That's well over $12,000 in bonus value. If I went through these too fast, you can go down to the bottom of this page and read about each bonus item. Now, over the next days, months, and years, we're going to continue developing more functions and features to make Pillar 5 even better. So here's the deal. We're going to need your input. We're going to need your suggestions, your feedback, so that we make sure we are developing what you need to better serve your clients and grow your practice. Okay? I have a question for you. If right now the cost of Pillar 5 was $12,000, it isn't, but let's just say it was. I assure you, we aren't going to charge you anything even remotely close to that price. But if the price was $12,000 to put your coaching business on autopilot, allowing you to manage 30 plus clients monthly, would it be worth it? You do the math. I don't know your numbers. You have to decide whether or not buying a tool that can easily multiply your current revenue is worth it. What if you only had 4 clients and Pillar 5 allowed you to stop hand-holding those clients, meaning you can go on vacation or you can go find more clients? Would it be worth $12,000? If using Pillar 5 allowed you to automate your processes and generate thousands of dollars a month, would it be worth spending $12,000 today? Well, if you think that's worth it, then you'll love the fact that our lifetime deal pricing, which means you'll only pay one time and never pay again, is $497 for our Pro package, $1,197 for our Pro Plus package. That's just 1/10 of our bonus value. If you're a coach that wants to manage 30 clients, then get the Pro package. If you want to handle up to 80 clients and have a team, get the Pro Plus package. And of course, if you want to handle more clients than any of the package offer, you can always add client dashboards a la carte. So take advantage of our lifetime access today. This is only available for a limited amount of time. Oh, one more thing before I go. I want you to be completely happy with Pillar 5. So we're offering a 30-day, no hassle, 100% money back guarantee. If for any reason Pillar 5 doesn't meet your expectation, let us know, and we'll give you a 100% refund. No questions asked. Is that fair? So if you're ready to grow your coaching business and take on more clients, then get Pillar 5 today. I'll see you on the inside.